back, everybody. Back to School Illinois is a local nonprofit that provides tens of thousands of deserving kids from low-income families with free school supplies.
They recently launched a We Appreciate Teachers contest, which is entering its last week of submissions. And here with the details is CEO Matthew Kurzman. Thanks for coming in.
Well, it's great to be here. As you might imagine, it's a busy time of year for us.
Absolutely. Sure. Teachers do an amazing job. I don't think we even have an iota of an idea of what they deal with every day in the classroom. And then you add COVID into the mix. I can only imagine they should be honored every day.
Exactly. And it was actually because of COVID that we actually launched this program last year to shine a spotlight on them. And certainly we would love to be able to appreciate all of them every day. And I encourage everybody to do that, especially parents that have kids in school, to thank them. But to have to sort of retrain themselves to teach from home without having those tools that they needed to do that. It was just a Herculean effort on their part. I'm in awe of them.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the program and what you guys do.
So we provide our back-to-school kits. There's 4 different kits. They're grade appropriate. Each one contains about like 30 of the core supplies the kids need. So they'll have things, like pencils and protractors and a box of pencils and paper and everything that the kids need. We work with schools, we work with community organizations, we work with government agencies for foster kids and homeless kids throughout the state.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that you said 40% of kids in Illinois are low.
Yeah, and actually in the city of Chicago, I think it's 78% of the students that are in CPS schools are in low-income families.
Okay.
And I would say so many teachers too, I know, because we've educators in our family, they dip into their own pocketbooks to make sure a lot of these kids get what they need. Yeah,
so we were talking earlier about how much teachers do, and this is just one more thing that they do. I think an average teacher spends about $500 a year out of their own pocket. And you can imagine what it's like, for a kid who's in school and how it makes them feel when they don't have the supplies, and the teacher feels guilty. So they, of course, are providing the supplies, and they often buy stuff on sales throughout the year and stock their classrooms.
Yeah. So it's those type of events and those type of occasions is what you want to honor. So when someone is thinking about honoring a teacher, what kind of information do you need to hear from them or get from them in order to get a submission for this nomination?
Well, for the contest, basically, people can just go to our website, be2si.org, and they can fill out the application. And any Illinois teacher that's currently teaching is eligible. Teachers can nominate themselves, but anybody can nominate a teacher. You can nominate more than one teacher. We're going to pick 10, and then each of those 10 teachers is going to get kits for their classroom. Plus, we're giving them a big gift basket just for themselves. Coffee and tea and wine. Several bottles, I think, which I'm sure they'll appreciate, and a lot of other gifts for them. And then also we're inviting them downtown to a salon for an evening to celebrate later in October with champagne and hors d'oeuvres and get their hair done, which is kind of lost on me, but I guess some people appreciate that.
Yeah, some people do.
Too funny.
There must be some very emotional responses to these. I mean, it's got to be great when you're there to be able to give them out.
Well, yes, this is actually this week we've surprised 3 schools with kits as part of a different contest that we just finished up, and the response is amazing. In fact, one of the teachers that actually wrote the submission is going to be speaking at our gala next week. Just an incredible story. She actually used to teach in prison.
Oh my gosh.
To kids in prison, and now is teaching on the east side in a school, and so many families there struggle. But she's so passionate and she just loves what she does. And it was we were talking for quite a while, and it was just like I wish teachers are just so amazing, and we got to do stuff to appreciate them.
Absolutely. It is definitely a calling. Yeah, I would say to be a teacher is a calling. So these boxes, you've given out 8.7 million over your
8.7 million school supplies. So we've given out about 300,000 of these over the last decade. But obviously the need is so much greater than what we are able to supply at this point. So certainly if people want to make donations and help us out. But as I said, it's really about, teachers are really the ones that are molding young minds. We hear that all the time. And ultimately, as I've said many times, our kids are going to grow up to be contributors to society or detractors. And so teachers are really the linchpin in a lot of cases to making that happen, especially some of the communities that we serve. where there's a lot of additional problems in the neighborhoods, whether it's crime. Schools often are the only safe place
Yeah.
that a kid, or where they get an actual good meal.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of parents are working multiple jobs, and so they don't get to see everything that's going on. They might miss things that teachers could pick up on.
Exactly, exactly. And that was actually one of the things teaching remotely. One of the teachers that won the contest last year couldn't come to our event. We went to her house. And she was telling us stories, and we were all crying, including her. And she had actually lost 3 neighbors to COVID, including her next door neighbor, which was just devastating.
Yeah.
And she was just so grateful. And I could tell that she needed that pat on the back. And it was just wonderful. But she was telling some pretty horrible stories about how parents, one child had said to her after a Zoom class, my mommy beat my sister last night.
Oh, gosh.
And another one that said, Daddy didn't come home last night. And so, and she felt as a teacher, she just wanted to hug that child. But
Yeah.
obviously through Zoom, you can't do
Can't
that.
do that. You
Right.
can't do that.
Exactly.
But you all are a bright light in
Yes.
the situation.
Yes. Thank
and
you
this
so much.
contest that honors the teachers, we want to give the people information about that so that they can nominate teachers and enter a submission so that a deserving teacher can get it. It is the
E2SI.org.
yes, it's e2si.org. Matthew, thank you for
thank you.
joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.